sister, Jessie Woo. Welcome to another episode of Just a Couple Things, y'all. Your favorite podcast hosted by me, your sister, Jessie Woo. How are y'all doing? Before I get to how y'all doing, first and foremost, are you subscribed? Are you subscribed? If you are watching me right now on my YouTube channel, I need you to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so you can see the visuals when they come out. But also, if you're listening to me audibly, make sure that you hit the follow button. So if you're on the Apple Podcast, hit follow. If you are on Spotify, hit follow, okay? So that you can get the episode first. All right? Did y'all know that y'all get the episodes first when you're on Audible? Yes, you get it first, child. Shout out to Ray J. I get it. Well, he actually said he hit it first, but y'all got it first. Hallelujah. Amen. How are y'all doing? April is almost over. Today is April 29th. It is Black Jesus is Risen Black Women's Month. And it's been a hell of a Black Jesus is Risen Black Women's Month of April, okay? I think this week, Donald Duck, y'all's president, he finna have an interview where he talks about his first 100 days. I think this week is gonna make 100 days for this man. Is it me or it's felt like 100 years? There is no way Donald Duck has been in Obama's White House for just 100 days. Oh my God. This is the longest presidency ever. It's giving Sam Cooke long, just long for no reason. Just long. My goodness gracious. Child, speaking of Donald Duck, y'all do know that the Eagles won this year's Super Bowl. Shout out to Jalen Hurts, who is the quarterback for the Eagles. The Eagles had the opportunity to go to Barack's White House this week to meet up with y'all's president, Donald Duck. But Jalen Hurts said, hell no to the no, hell to the no. Shout out to Yamiche Ascendor, my Haitian sister. She is a White House correspondent, and she tweeted this yesterday. She said, a White House official confirms to me that Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts will not be visiting the White House when the Super Bowl champions come later this afternoon. The White House says Hurts and other players who can't attend had scheduling conflicts, period. Period. I know that's right. Anytime you got to be in the midst of MAGA, scheduling conflict, period, okay? May he win infinite Super Bowl rings, okay? Next year, Super Bowl. The year after that, Super Bowl. May Jalen Hurts win Super Bowls, more Super Bowls than he has fingers to hold them rings with. Point blank, period. That's my QB, and I don't even like the Eagles, baby. My favorite QB is Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what the hell going on with him. I haven't really watched football since I thought we was all like not watching football. I thought we was not watching football ever since what happened with, what's his name, child? Kaepernick. Ever since Kaepernick was on his knees, child, I thought we wasn't watching football no more. So I kind of just stopped watching. And the other day there was a report that Kaepernick, is it Kaepernick or Kaepernick? Kaepernick is actually still working out to join an NFL team. And my brother in Christ, I'm not going to hold your hand when I tell you this. Hang it up. Hang it up, baby. Cut it out. It's time. It's time for us to move on. And shout out to you, Kaepernick, because you did stand 10 toes down. And I'm actually kind of disappointed in our community because I thought we were all standing behind this cause. And as we can see, you know, one thing about us, we're going to fold real quickly. We're going to fold, child. Jay-Z came in and he was like, yeah, we're not needing a little more. Actually, we're going to get money. We're going to make money. I'm going to come in. I'm going to make my money, baby. I'm finna put on the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know about you. You still kneeling? Okay, I'm cashing these checks. Like, what? If we really just sit down and think about how, like, Kaepernick's whole movement got hijacked by... That's another conversation for another time, child. I know we've been talking a lot about Shannon Sharpe. We still in Just a Couple Things, child. Just a couple things about Shannon Sharpe. We did see recently that Shannon Sharpe, 56 years old, 2 years ago, engaged in a consensual relationship with a 19-year-old when he was 54. Okay? They did engage in a consensual relationship, but the young lady did go on to file a $50 million lawsuit, which coincidentally came 2 days after it was announced that he was looking at a $100 million deal. I do have to acknowledge that, the coinkadink in that. And, you know, she is being represented by none other than Tony Busby, who, you know, Jay-Z did coin as an ambulance chaser. But I just want us to know, like, while it does look like Tony Busby is targeting Black men, if you look at Tony Busby's record, this man, he has smoke for everybody. It's not just for the Black community. Like, this man has smoke for everybody, and he has a very, very good record of winning for his clients. So just want to put that out there. Now, it was revealed in text messages that Shannon Sharpe had did things against this woman's consent, against this young lady's consent. First and foremost, being 54 and engaging a 19-year-old in a relationship is just diabolical. I don't care that it's legal. And I feel like I've seen a lot of people say online, well, it's legal, it's legal, it's legal. If it wasn't for the law, y'all would have sex with 12-year-olds. Since when do y'all value the law so much? Especially people in my community. I thought the law was against us. Why do y'all be picking and choosing when y'all want to, well, it's legal? Don't pick and choose now. Don't pick and choose now. Like somebody pointed out, well, slavery was legal too. Being racist was legal too. Why do y'all be fighting so hard to be able to abuse girls and kids? What is that about? Like, why do y'all fight so hard for the legal right to abuse women, girls, and children? Like, why do y'all be doing that? That is so crazy to me. It's so nasty to me. Y'all not, like, are y'all okay? The problem is a lot of y'all are sexual assaulters. That's the problem. Please be careful. Like, watch who is supporting this. Watch the men in your life who are supporting Shannon Sharpe in this ordeal. They are sexual assaulters, point blank, period. I just wanted to point something out, too, when it comes to the Shannon Sharpe and the young lady who he wanted us to know. She's an OnlyFans. She on OnlyFans. And, you know, she got all these videos of me and, you know, release the full tape. Release the full tape. Don't release this 30 seconds. Release the full tape. Y'all gonna see it plays into a lot of race play. And yeah, it played into race play because you were race playing with this young lady. That is your fantasy. Your fantasy was to have a white woman ask you for big black baby gravy. Like, this is insane. And it's always mind-boggling to me when the Shannon Sharpes of the world will sit around and tell us, well, when I was young, black women were so mean to me. They called me ugly. They called me dumb. But then y'all will turn around and go pay a white woman's $25,000 per cheek for that white woman to call you a big old black monkey. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. So you can't take the disrespect from us, but you'll go and you'll pay for the disrespect from a white woman's. Are you okay? Like, are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Shannon Sharpe was paying that girl $25,000 per cheek so that girl could ask him for big black baby gravy. And when that lady was calling him all types of N-words and you big old black orangutan, y'all love it when the white women do it. What is wrong with y'all? It's like the same thing with Saquon Barkley. So, you know, we know that Jalen Hurts did not go to the White House. But you had Saquon Barkley out here playing golf with Trump. And so many people were like mind boggled by that. I'm like, of course Saquon Barkley was out here playing golf with Donald Duck. His fiance has old tweets of her using the N-word left and right. You're not finna convince me that Saquon Barkley is not at home and that girl ain't putting a leash on his collar and asking him for big old black monkey baby gravy at home. Like, please, like, it just always tracks with y'all. It always tracks. And I've seen people will say, well, Serena Williams, she married white, or Eve, she married white. Yeah, but you'll never catch Serena Williams asking a white man to put a leash on her. Can you please give me lashings? You'll never see that. You will never see that from black women. You just won't. You'll never see, can you give me some pink toe kids? You're not going to see that from a black woman. You're not going to see black women out here fetishizing white men. It does not happen. It does not happen. Can you please tie me? Can you hang me? Why you play with my coochie? You're not going to see that with Serena Williams. You're not going to see that. But time and time again, over and over again, y'all, it be y'all. Every damn time, it be y'all. All right. Speaking of y'all, well, he ain't a... But Bill Belichick was on Entertainment Tonight the other day. And I thought about this too, because I'm like, while we're talking about Shannon Sharpe, we need to be having a conversation about Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick and his girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, they were over at Entertainment Tonight the other day, and this happened during their interview.
Jordan was a constant presence during our interview.
You have Jordan right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on, though Hudson has recently posted about it on Instagram.
It's just, y'all don't find that weird? Why are you with him at all these interviews and you're making yourself very presently known? Why don't you want to answer that simple question of how did y'all meet? So I did find this article. It was on the Cincinnati.com, right? And it says, who is Jordan Hudson? How did Bill Belichick meet his girlfriend? 6 facts to know. So it said that the former New England Patriot coach, 72, reportedly began seeing Hudson, 24, in early 2023. This girl was 22. And she started dating a 70-year-old. Now, she is legal. Because I know y'all going to come in, oh, but she legal. She legal. But she was 22. Barely legal, dating a 70-year-old after a split from his longtime girlfriend, Linda Holiday, and I guess that was the year prior. Hudson, a former Bridgewater State University cheerleader and Maine native, first reportedly met the Super Bowl winning coach in February 2021 when she was still in college. This is according to TMZ. Just want to put that out there. But TMZ, they stories be checking out now. So she was still in college when she met him. The exact story of how they met, however, has come into question after the interview clip that I just showed you guys a couple seconds ago. She doesn't want to come out and tell us how they met each other. But I think it's just really, really weird that she was 21 and he was, 70, 69 at the time? Now, I have seen some people say, blink twice, Bill. Blink twice if you're in trouble. I love how people will always fault the younger woman, but not the man who's older with a lot of power and money. Bill Belichick is very, very rich with a lot of power. This man is one of the best NFL coaches in history. Okay? I don't know why y'all be so quick to blame the woman. I get the optics. Don't get me wrong. I get it. A lot of young women will, be sugar babies. I get that. But I just find it very, very weird how y'all don't acknowledge the power dynamics in relationships like this one. It's just weird to me. Anyway, moving along, child. Cowboy Carter tour started. The Cowboy Carter tour started. I woke up this morning to a bunch of videos on my timeline. Everything looks great. There was this one video with Rumi literally, I guess she was part of the Protector choreography. And baby, she said, fuck this choreography. What's up, y'all? Hey, she saw the crowd and was like, wait a minute. So my mama ain't the only one who can get people to their knees and get people to their feet and get people just giving a standing ovation. Hey, how y'all doing? Clap for me. Yes, clap. I love the claps. Keep the claps coming, period. She enjoyed, you could tell that the girls are enjoying being on tour with their mom. I like that Beyoncé is making this a family thing. I'm not just going to go on tour by myself. I have these 3 kids. They're going to be on tour with me. Blue finna be out there killing all type of choreography. Blue is such an eldest daughter. Can we talk about that? first and foremost, Blue is killing it. Like, she's killing these moves. She's killing these dance moves. Her stage presence is amazing. But even when you see like moments with her, Beyonce, and Rumi, and how she's like, all right, y'all, let's go ahead. Okay, Rumi, come on. Like, she's such an eldest daughter. Oh my gosh. Like, I feel seen when I see her. But anyway, do y'all remember when Cowboy Carter first dropped? So I think it was this year during the Super Bowl, or was it during the Super Bowl that she dropped the Cowboy Carter tickets, or was it during, oh, actually, no, I think it was back in December. It was back in December. I think it was like the Houstons played another team? Can't remember. I don't know. Listen, all I know is we had a Beyonce performance. It was on Netflix, and then boom, Cowboy Carter tour tickets dropped. And I remember seeing so much like uprisings on my timeline because the Beehive, I guess like if you're a Beehiver, you know, there was, you had first glance, first chance to get the tickets first before anybody else. And I remember like people like staying in line virtually for hours and hours and hours trying to get their Cowboy Carter tickets. And then like people coming online saying how expensive it was. And then once the tickets were opened to the rest of the population, how the tickets were drastically lower in price. So much so that you had Beehivers out here getting refunds for their purchase so that they can repurchase tickets at the lower price. Like, it was a mess. So as time was getting closer to the first show, so the tour opened up last night, I believe, in Inglewood, and there were so many articles from so many different publications, and people were able to verify this by going online. I saw people on my timeline saying, "Whoo, I feel bad for y'all who bought them like thousands of dollars worth of tickets," because now like the same tickets are like $100, $200. Like, there was one girl who was on my timeline. She was like, yeah, anyway, I got $72 tickets. Like, and I just got them today. So I will be going to the show today. But there was one article by TMZ that talked about saying that Beyonce is not used to missing a step, but with Cowboy Carter tour tickets struggling to sell, fans are saddling up with jokes and she's just stuck taking the heat. With her tour kicking off tonight in LA's Sophie Stadium, there are still more than 3,800 tickets up for grabs, and resale prices have dropped to $20. Pretty wild considering it's Queen Bee we're talking about, and she literally just snagged an Album of the Year Grammy for Cowboy Carter. What do y'all think about that? Just a couple things, just a couple thoughts. What do y'all think about that? Let me give y'all just a couple thoughts of mine. I have always been a fan of getting the tickets last minute. I've always been a fan of doing that. Getting your tickets last minute, especially like the past like 10 years. Like, I used to buy like Beehive tickets, but this was like I feel like the last tour I did that for with Beyonce, it was Miss Carter. But I was like in the Beehive, I was on the floor standing up, and it was like $300 for that. And it was such an amazing experience. But I don't remember, like, since that tour, the prices have just been ridiculous. And I'm always a fan of getting my tickets last minute for anybody, because that's when you really see what the value of the ticket is. And also, it's just always, it's always cheaper. It is always cheaper. But also, just so y'all know, selling out stadiums and arenas right now, it is very hard to do. We are in I don't want to say recession. I don't know what the fuck this is, but we ain't got it. Like, we don't have nobody l'argent. People don't got it like that no more. So when I be seeing people buying tickets, like one of my friends, Justin, shout out to King of Reeds, he was the one who put me on to this, that people are buying concert tickets on Klarna. So like, they're putting it on credit. I didn't know that. I stay away from things where I have to use my credit. Like, I've just always stayed away from that. And between you and I, my credit ain't shit. So baby, I steer clear of using my credit to get shit, because my credit ain't shit. And to be honest, I don't want to get shit on credit. If I can't afford it, I just can't afford it. Point blank, period. But I didn't know that people be doing that with concert tickets. And we just had the Renaissance. I mean, the Renaissance was the year before last, but still, that's a pretty quick turnaround for another tour. And Beyonce, her shows tend to be very pricey. But I'm seeing so many people, like, they're putting so many, like, concerts and concerts on and tours on. I'm just like, how are people going? I didn't realize so many people were using credit and putting like their credit lines on hold for them to be able to go to these shows. I mean, more power to y'all who do that. That's just not my style. I will always wait last minute. Now, watching the actual videos from the Cowboy Carter tour, I ain't gonna hold you. The videos are so great that I don't even feel the need to go to the show. Like, I've just been like, just immersed in so much Cowboy Carter tour footage that, baby, thank you so much for y'all. Thank you. Cause I don't even feel the need to go. I might still go. I haven't bought tickets, so I might still go. But I feel like I watched the show already. So thank y'all. Thank you to the Beehive, period. Thank you. One thing about the Beehive, they not stingy, and I love that. I love that for us. We have got to talk about Blake Lively. Blake Lively, fake Lively. Fake Lively, the terrorist that you are. My goodness. The low-down scoundrel that you are. My God. So, fake Lively rolled up to the Times 100 gala or whatever, and I don't know if she accepted something. First and foremost, the fact that she is even invited to this, given everything that has come to light about her and Justin Baldoni. What? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Like, why are we honoring this lady who hijacked the Me Too movement, knowing damn well that man did not do nothing to her? And as a survivor myself, I was ready to believe Blake Plantation Barbie Lively down, because I feel like you should always believe victims. But as the truth started coming out, and as Justin Baloney's team was like, we got all these receipts, baby. We have all these receipts. This literally just basically was a shakedown for you to have the rights to the movie so that you could put out the sequel. That was it. This was a shakedown because you wanted your version of the movie. Mind you, this is Justin's production. He had the rights. He had you come in. Okay. You forced his hand. You coerced him by using your husband and Taylor Swift. You forced this man's hand by using Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift into coercing him to let you do your own version of certain scenes that you wrote. Mind you, ain't nobody asked you to do that. You would never be able to do that on anybody else's production. And that wasn't enough for you. Justin let you do that. That wasn't enough for you. It wasn't enough. You turned around. You said that this man sexually harassed you on this set, saying that he was looking at your titties while you was feeding your baby. Mind you, the whole time, Justin was able to provide the text messages of you telling him, hey, I'm just breast pumping right now. Come on in to my trailer. It's okay. I'm just breast pumping. You told that man to come while you had your titty out breast pumping for your newborn. Mind you, his text messages showing that not only was he out there, coming to your trailer, but he asked you how you and your baby was doing. Both of y'all was sick. Y'all had a pollen attack. He was asking how you was doing, how the newborn doing, how the future newborn's doing, how your titty doing, the titty you had out, how the titty was doing. And you out here calling this man a sexual harasser. Then you pull up to the Time 100 gala, and now you're using your mother to gaslight people. This woman fake Lolly is a terrorist. Okay? Fake Lolly is a motherfucking terrorist. So this is her down to the Times 100 speech, child. Let's take a listen. I couldn't believe this shit. I just couldn't.
It's an interesting thing to be called influential. It's not only an honor, it's a significant responsibility. How we use that matters. Who and what we stand up for and what we say silent about matters. I have so much to say about the last 2 years of my life, but tonight is not the forum. My life was influenced most by my mother. She wanted me to share with you that she is a survivor of the worst crime someone can commit against a woman. I've watched her conceal her raw and undeserved shame my entire life. So as her daughter, being asked to share this today is monumental. My mom never got justice from her work acquaintance who attempted to take her life when she was the mother of 3 young kids years before I was born. She has always credited her beating heart today with the story she heard from another woman in a similar circumstance, speaking on the radio as my mom drove home one day. The woman painfully and graphically shared how she escaped. I am here, and my mom is here because that woman not only survived, but she told others how. Never underestimate a woman's ability to endure pain.
Never underestimate a woman's ability to lie like hell. Okay? And no disrespect to fake Lolly's mama. Okay? Because she might as well, who knows if she really did, I'm not here to shut down her mama, but however, she is your mother. And you being the liar that you are, Blake Lolly, is your mama telling the truth? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. It's just coincidental now that your mama went through the same thing that you described when it came to Justin Baldoni. It's just, girl, I don't know, child. Is your mama a liar too? Was your mama down to the plantation wedding too? You know what? Fuck you and your mama. Both of y'all lying. And how dare you come down here and try to gaslight us into giving you empathy? Girl, we know that you lied. You lied on that man. Like, Blake, girl, the jig is up. The jig is up. When does the trial start? I cannot wait for this trial. When does the trial start? I cannot wait for the trial. Fake Lolly, please. Give me a break, Plantation Barbie. I cannot. Okay? You lied on that man, and here you are now using your mother. I can't. Whew, Lord, I cannot. Let's move on. I feel my body getting hot because it's like, as a survivor of this, you know how hard it is for people to believe victims? Do you know how hard it is for people to believe victims and then to watch how the story unfolded with fake Lolly and Justin Baloney, only to discover that girl lied about everything? Lied about every damn thing. Nothing that you've said has checked out. Nothing that you said has checked out. And now here you are using your mother's story. You raggedy bitch. Okay. Speaking of things we still in just a couple things. Child. Mary J. Blige is being sued by Misa Hilton. Hold on. Hey, whoa, hold on. Do my eyes deceive me? When I saw this last night, I said, wait a minute, maybe I'm not reading things correctly. I had to wipe my eyes. I had to grab my glasses, child. Mind you, I don't even wear glasses, but I had to, hold on. Wait, Lord have mercy. Hold on, child. I had to grab my glasses. I said, hell no. What about your friends? What? Are y'all for real? Y'all gotta fit. These two are sisters. Do y'all know who Misa Hilton and Mary J. Blige are to each other? We have about 40 years worth of pictures of these two women together. They've been through thick and thin together. They've been through Diddy together. They've been through Jodeci together. That's all I need to say. Okay? They've been through No, I'm Not Gonna Cry. I'm Not Gonna Cry together. They've been through being around the world. Yeah. Like, what? Like, what is going on? So anyway, child. Mary J. Blige is being sued by her former stylist, Misa Hilton, for $5 million, y'all. I cannot believe what my eyes are saying. Like, I cannot believe, my eyes deceiving me. Blige, and this is according to Vibe.com, Blige is accused of attempting to sabotage Hilton's management deal with rapper Vado or Vado. I don't know. I ain't his mama, I ain't his dad. By my money, by my money. The article says stylist Misa Hilton has filed a lawsuit against Mary J. Blige, a previous client and friend, best friend, sisters. These bitches was giving Tia and Tamara before Tia and Tamara was given. Okay? For allegedly refusing to drop rapper Vado's completed album until he cut ties with the fashion professional. This is messy. In court documents obtained by All Hip Hop. Let me go on down to All Hip Hop. Hold on. Damn. Whew. Okay, All Hip Hop. My Lord. Exclusive. Misa Hilton says Mary J. Blige sabotaged rapper Vado's deal in $5 million war. Mary J. Blige is being sued by Misa Hilton and rapper Vado for allegedly derailing his career and withholding his album to dissolve their business ties. Mary J. Blige is facing $5 million in a lawsuit in New York from stylist Misa Hilton and her talent agency, Misa Management, over claims the Grammy Award-winning singer sabotaged their business relationship with Vado. Blige is accused of withholding Vado's completed album to pressure him into cutting ties with Hilton, a longtime associate and R&B singer's former stylist. Hilton and Vado accused Blige and her company, Beautiful Life Productions, of interfering with a signed management agreement between Vado and Misa, which entitled the agency to 20% of the rapper's earnings. Hilton, the fashion architect behind Blige's iconic look since the 1990s, alleges the singer used her influence to isolate Vado and steer him away from the contract. According to court documents, Blige allegedly persuaded Vado to break his management deal during private yacht gatherings, hotel meetings, and exclusive events where Misa representatives were intentionally left out. The lawsuit claims Blige's security chief, described as her boyfriend, wanted to sign Vado himself. He urged Vado to ink a new contract with legal representation and warned the rapper he would lose out on opportunities if he signed or stayed with Misa. The dispute centers on two key arguments: a July 25, 2023 management contract between Vado and Misa, and an October 1st, 2023 recording deal with Beautiful Life Productions. Blige and Vado collaborated on a 2023 single, Still Believe in Love. Whatever. This is weird. This is weird, and it's giving predatory. It's nasty work. First of all, it's nasty to just try to backdoor Misa out of her getting her 20% when, from the sounds of it, it looks like Misa was working with this man first and he was with her management agency, and her management agency basically worked to get him a deal through Mary J. Blige. And that's usually how that works. Like, if you have a manager or a management agency, they usually are entitled legally to your earnings musically. All right. I'm not a lawyer, but as somebody who has been signed before, that's usually how that works. So it's kind of nasty to know that Mary J. Blige did that to Misa, but also it kind of gives, girl, were you just trying to sign Vado, or were you trying to do something else with Vado? Because it's not the first time that Mary J. Blige has come up in let me not say court proceedings. This is not the first time that Mary J. Blige has been mentioned when it comes to predatory behavior with a younger man. Okay. Y'all can use y'all Googles. I'm not going to cover that in this episode, but I'm going to watch how this unfolds. But Mary is kind of giving, and then like this is happening right before the Diddy trial starts too. And apparently, like allegedly, Mary J. Blige does get mentioned somewhat in the Diddy trials, like in the Diddy paperwork, or let me not say paperwork, but her name comes up. So we're going to see how that pans out for you. But it's just something about Mary J. Blige to me. She's a legend, living legend. Love her artistry down. Never thought she was the best singer. Sorry. This is my personal opinion. But also she's a star. Everybody, like all singers are not gifted vocally. You know, we see what's going on in the industry. I do feel that she just had like, you know, that hunger, and she, you know, whatever. I just never thought she was a great singer. That's my personal opinion. Love her artistry down though. But it's just something about Mary. I don't know, sister. I kind of feel like this is gonna go a little left for you. Girl, go ahead and try to settle that immediately. Pay Misa her money. Pay Misa her money so nothing comes out about you. All right, let's get into what the fuck did I just watch? What the fuck did I just watch? So the other night, I fell asleep, and in the wee hours of the morning, I woke up. You know how you kind of like fall asleep, like a nap turns into you just sleeping until the next day. Like that's kind of like what it was. And in the wee hours of the morning, I woke up and I was looking through HBO Max for what to watch, and I saw Baby Girl. And I saw the trailer, and you know, Baby Girl is basically it's a movie about Nicole Kidman, who is married to Antonio Banderas. You know, she's just high powered. I can't remember what she does in the movie. I can't remember what her career was, but she's high powered at what she does. And again, she's married to Antonio Banderas in the movie, but for some reason, she's just not satisfied with her sex life when it comes to, you know, her husband. And so she sparks this affair with a younger coworker. I believe like she's like in her 50s and the coworker is in their 20s, right? And hey, I'm all for like a Stella got her groove back, right? I'm all for it. I love me some Stella got her groove back, okay? Love it. But Stella got her groove back was very tasteful. This movie with Nicole Kidman, I don't know what the hell I just watched. I had to turn it off. Like, I could not complete the movie. I just was like, girl, what is going... Watching Nicole Kidman in Baby Girl, I had to pray the spirit of horny off of me. I said, God, may this spirit of horny never find me. Never find me. Nicole Kidman is on all fours down to a Motel 6 drinking milk out of a dog bowl, while simultaneously this young man's elbow is like, this man is elbow deep, fisting her booty hole. Like, it was insane to me. It was insane to me. And mind you, she is married to Antonio Banderas. Antonio Banderas. Okay, and the younger guy shout out to younger guy, but he's not giving no Antonio Banderas. There was one scene in a movie where she was arguing with Antonio. He was trying to blow her back out. They in bed together, and she just starts slapping his ass just like out of nowhere. I've never had an orgasm. I've never had an orgasm with you. You've never given me an orgasm. I mean, she is cussing Antonio Banderas' ass out, and I'm just like, girl, what? A Latin man not giving you an orgasm? I don't know, sister. Now, y'all know y'all know I have my man. Shout out to my man, okay? When my man gets to hunching me, he hunches me like the rent is due and he ain't got no money to pay for it, all right? But in my previous life, I had a Latin or two. I had me a little Latin lover or two, okay? A Latin man not giving you no orgasm? Girl, something's wrong with you. And then there's scenes where like Nicole Kidman is fisting herself. Like, it's just like, what did I just watch? May this spirit of horny never find me. I do not know what this movie was. I give this movie 2 out of 10. And the only reason why I'm giving it a 2 is because Antonio Banderas. Okay? Can you imagine disrespecting Antonio Banderas? Like, really? I can't, child. Drop in the comments. Let me know if you've seen Baby Girl. And is it just me that movie was just horrible? I thought it was just horrible. Just a despicable piece of work. Okay? And Nicole Kidman, I don't know what you're doing. Like, the lip injection, it's like, it makes you talk like this. You know, like how fish be. Girl, stop doing that. Whatever it is, like, stop doing that. Okay? I think they injecting too much over here, like, you know, the canicola, whatever they be using to inject. Girl, it's not good. It's not nice, girl. It's not good. Just stop doing it. As a matter of fact, just stop doing it. They got you talking like Nemo, sister, and it's unbecoming of you. All right. Let's get into the main story of today, shall we? We still Just a Couple Things podcast. I have a little bit of a TikTok story. So I know usually I get a letter, and listen, you could still send me your letters at jessacouplethingspod@gmail.com. jessacouplethingspod@gmail.com. If you're looking for advice, go ahead and send it in. I would love to give you some sisterly advice. Amen. Amen. But I was scrolling through TikTok, minding my own business. And then I went on YouTube and I saw that Yanni Real Talk was talking about this story. Shout out to Yanni Real Talk. She has a really, really good YouTube channel. I love following her. She's dope. And she was talking about this story, and I was like, all right, because I have seen a couple clips. I had saw people talking about it, but then when I sat down and I listened to her YouTube, I was like, oh, let me go and really like take a little more of a dive into this story. So this guy comes on TikTok, right? And he talks about how his homeboy took a girl out on a date and the most immature thing happened. He was really, really upset about it. So much so that he came to TikTok, not his homeboy. He came to TikTok to tell us this story. And I just want y'all to hear this.
You know, this past weekend, I witnessed some corny shit. So my brother decided to take this young lady out, you know, on a date. And, you know, he saw value in trying to build that relationship. He took the young lady out on a date. You know, everything's going good. But unknowing to him, the young lady's friends was at the bar recording the date. They was recording the date. They was, you know, sending drinks to the table to the young lady as if it was a man sending drinks to the table. Just really disrespecting my homie. And just recording and making jokes throughout the date. We later find that they posted this video on TikTok. And I just want to say that it's corny, it's childish. You know, we grown, man. You know, we 30, 31, and, you know, niggas is really trying to be intentional. But when you do shit like that and you're corny like that, it makes it hard for us to take women serious. It makes it hard, man. I mean, that's really, truly corny and childish, man. And it's one of those situations where it's like, what's the point? What's the point, man? When women is doing shit like that, it's corny, man. So I'm asking y'all to just stop that. If that's a trend that y'all trying to start, please stop that shit because it's the corniest shit in the world.
First of all, let's start here. Hearing his take on what happened with his brother, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Like, I remember hearing, like, watching his video and thinking, I need more context. Because sometimes men can be they can lack context a lot of the time, especially when they're, like, telling a story back. You know, women, we're the context queens. We got to give you context. So I just was like, I mean, I could kind of see his point, but let me go see what the girlies are saying. So I had to go find their TikTok. So this is the TikTok from the actual girls. So the TikTok first starts off with like this text message. It says, yeah, his face being in it is the one thing I feel bad about. I wish that he wasn't in the video. I'm going to apologize about that part. And then there's a follow-up text that says that's literally the only note. So I'm guessing maybe the girl who uploaded this, maybe she showed the video to her homegirl, and her homegirl was like, you know, can you, like, I just don't like that his face is being shown. So anyway, we see the text message, and then the video begins.
Okay, so Girlhood is going to the same bar that your friend is having a date on to go spy. Just because, why not?
Why not?
It's Friday night. We ain't got shit to do.
3 shots in, 2 drinks in, a couple of free drinks in.
Right.
Why not?
Why not? At this point, like, we might as well go check up on you, girl. Like, how you been? You look so good.
Right. Oh my God. What
Ooh,
you
I love
doing
that top on
here?
you.
Wow.
Yeah, you look so good, girl. Like,
We'll check in Sunday. So go to the bar. Okay, just go to the bar. Don't look around at all.
don't look around at all. When we get to the bar, lay eyes. Lay eyes. Okay. So good. Thank you.
So I'm kind of gonna mute this part because there's a lot of like different music that's being played. Like you could hear Burna Boy, you could hear like some reggae artists, like who I don't know what bar they're at, but the music was great. The DJ was great. But they're literally at the bar, as you can see right now, and I guess the place is like 3 different floors, so they're kind of trying to look for where their homegirl is. So they're still looking, and now they're like on the 2nd floor of the bar, still looking around. They don't see her. And again, I'm muting this because it's a lot of music. So finally, they're on the 3rd floor. Okay? They're on the 3rd floor. And now you can see, again, I'm not playing this because it's a lot of music in the background, but you can see they're cheersing each other and they spotted their homegirl behind them. Okay? And they start sending her drinks. And you can see like they're moving aside and they're showing their homegirl. I think they maybe crop the guy's like face out a little bit so that you don't really see his face like that.
Okay, maybe just somebody sent you a drink. They're sending the drink over right now. It's a French 75.
But you can see they ordered the French 75. They're sending the drink over to the homegirl right now. She shows the waiter bringing the drink to their table. And you like, do you see how shocked like the homegirl looks? I'm happy that they took the face of the guy out, but you can see like the look on the homegirl's face. And they're like cheersing each other. And now you hear the homegirl.
And so, boy, like, oh, dude get real touchy. So, man, you looking around trying to figure out who's in the drink. Cause you like, oh, niggas think I'm sleeping. So eventually he left. He was like, it was that dude that was sitting at the bar. Like, you can't trust somebody that pull up to the lounge in a blazer. So he did not know. Keep the niggas on their toes.
On their motherfucking toes.
What do y'all think about this? I want to hear y'all's thoughts. When you're leaving me a review, side note, if you're leaving me a review, make sure it's 5 stars. I'm a 5-star what? A 5-star bitch. Okay. And let me know what you guys think about this. But what do y'all think? If you're dropping me a comment on YouTube, let me know what you think. What do y'all think about this? I honestly, when I saw Yanni talking about it, I thought to myself, I actually would love to do this. I would love to do this. I know some of y'all gonna disagree. Maybe most of y'all gonna disagree. But I would love to do this because, like they said, keep these niggas on their toes. Keep these men on their toes. Yes, you're out with my girl and somebody is sending her drinks. Yes, like I have a girl right now who, Lord, we're not that close, but I feel like we're building a little bit of a friendship. I would hope so. But my girl B Simone, she been talking about how she don't get no dates. And one time I left her a comment. Maybe I need to ask her in person, but I left her a comment. I was like, girl, why don't you go down to the bar, go sit at a bar, have some of your girls like as backup, and we basically coach you through the night. Like we help you through the night. I think that that's a great idea. I would love to do this for somebody like her. Like, girl, you out here talking about you, God, please send me my husband, God, but you don't be going down to the bar. Go down to the bar with some friends and have your friends like zhuzh you up a little bit. So in that sense, I don't see anything wrong with it. However, I do get the guy's point of view in the sense that how he could see it's corny. But I don't know. I'm with the girls on this one. Keep him on his toes. And I do think girlhood is going down to a bar where your homegirl is at. She's on a first date. Why not? Now, you might not want to send the drinks and do all that, but why not? Especially in these periodically times where these horror stories are popping up left and right about how, dating is. Why not pop up on your homegirl? She ain't got to know you're there. The homegirl at the end said she didn't know that her homegirls were there. She did not know that. She did not know that it was them sending drinks. And then I love what she said, how the guy was her sending you drinks? It must be that blazing nigga. It must be that blazing nigga. Well, you should have kept the drinks going. You should have kept the drinks flowing. What are you doing to step up over the guy who's supposedly sending her drinks? What you doing? Keep you on your toes. I don't know. I can see how people can see it's corny, but I'm with the girlies. I actually think this should be a trend. I think it should be. Just don't overdo it. Like, send one drink. Send one drink. Send one drink. Don't send a whole bunch. Like, how many drinks was y'all sending? Don't overdo it now. But send one drink. Send a little drink. Like, to confuse him a little bit. Why not? Send him a little drink to wake him up a little bit. Why not? I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, my only call to caution with something like this is everything doesn't have to be content. Everything doesn't have to be content. You see how I said I would do that with B. Simone? We would not, even if we recorded it, we would not, I would not put that up. I would not post that up and be like, oh, look, everything doesn't have to be content. Some things should just stay in the group chat, stay in the girl chat. And I think that that's one of the things I think that is really fucking with our dating experience nowadays is that a lot of you make everything content. Everything doesn't have to be content. I saw the other day, there was a girl who was literally pointing her camera phone in her guy's face and was like, oh, this man said he likes the idea of me, but he don't want to be with me. And you can hear him saying, are you recording? And that's exactly why I don't want to be with you, because you do weird ass shit like that. You record everything. I do think that we need to stop recording every little thing. Even me, as I'm in a relationship, I vlog and I will share things about my relationship. But if you notice, I share lighthearted shit, us traveling, us eating, funny moments. I'm not going to come share with y'all that we had an argument about this and I don't like his response to it and how that made me feel. And as a man, I'm not doing that. My relationship is not for consumption like that. You're going to see us having fun. You're going to see Mr. Easter terrorizing Uber drivers. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see fun stuff with us. I'm never going to come online and be like, oh, so the other night, I was having a conversation with my man and he gave me this answer and that made me feel unsafe. And never. I think that in the dating realm too, some things, ladies, we need to keep to ourselves. I don't think what they did was wrong at all. I've seen people say, oh, but her friends was haters. They was haters. They was undercover haters. I don't think that they was undercover haters. I think that they just was having fun. Who knows what their conversations were before she went on the date with the guy. And I've seen their conversations post what happened and they're all fine. So I don't think that her friends were being haters. I think her friends was like, you know what? Let's just go have a little fun. She on this date. Let's judge her up a little bit. Period. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. As a matter of fact, I definitely would see myself doing that with a friend. Okay, I know my friends were having a tough time dating or whatever. Okay, is she down to this bar with this dude? Let me send a drink. Let me keep that nigga on his toes. Why not? I don't see anything wrong with that. What I do see, however, is turning that into content. I do think that that's wrong. And the friends that I have, I think that they would find me weird for doing that. That they would definitely find weird. It's one thing to send me over drink. You gonna record it, record him? No. I do think making content out of every dating experience is messing with the dating realm right now. We don't have to turn every little thing into content. If you did that with your girls, cool. Did we have to see it? No. No, I still like what they did. I like what the girlies did. I'm team girlies. I'm team the girlies on this one. But y'all did not have to go online and show that. Because to be honest, it looks as if that dude didn't know until y'all went online and said it online. Y'all told y'all homegirls after the date, but it looks like the dude had no idea until his brother went online and saw it. That's TikTok for you. That's social media for you. Like, you never know. You might put up a video and think nobody's going to see it. And lo and behold and lo, 10 million views in one day. Okay? So everything doesn't have to be content. Point blank, period. Drop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on that. And also, let me know your thoughts on everything we discussed in this episode of Just a Couple Things, y'all. Make sure that you're following me on every platform that streams podcasts. So Apple people, hit follow. Spotify people, hit follow. YouTube people, hit follow. Hit subscribe, okay? And it's been a pleasure talking to you guys this episode. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Jessie, GBS. I just turn the water on. Big old flex.